This is 2K Sports. Broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss. Outside Bosh. Here's Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
Now here's Morant to the middle. Here's Robinson. Now Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
It has a great sense of the court and spacing. Reads defense as well and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
Now here's Murray. And they double up Murray. Wants to get it to Smart and does. The wide open look here for Bosh. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And Bosh proving he has the range, but D has to take him seriously from outside.
And stolen by Murray. Outside Bosh. Outside Tatum. Bosh, the screen. A 3-ball. Tatum's shot is off. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game.
Ja Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Now here's Bosh. Fades. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Here's Morant. And there's the drive. Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Pass to Tatum. It's up a 3. Utah with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The front office for the Pistons coming in from Oklahoma City. Their draft picks overall pretty good, making an immediate impact.
Now here's Bosh. 5 points in the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morant with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. And the Pistons draftees all showing starting caliber metal early on. And, you know, Steve, they're playing now with confidence. I mean, you can see it.
Kevin, they couldn't wait for this season to start. They know this is a team poised to make that jump to contending for the playoffs.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Now that's leadership, where Tatum reads shot trajectories well and pounces on opportunities to grab second chance points.
Now here is Smith, stolen by Bosh. Morant with the steal. And Morant throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Tatum drives in. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 6 points.
And the ability to score in many ways when Tatum drives with force, get out of his way.
The rebound by Turner.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
David, thank you as always. Greg, we'll see if they can come out and disrupt the other team's offensive flow.
Well, and to do that, it takes a concerted effort by all 5 guys. You can't afford breakdowns defensively.
Setting an aggressive physical tone early at the defensive end sounds like the right way to go.
Just 5 to shoot. Tatum draws the double. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Utah's getting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Jazz. He put together quite a quarter. 13.
17.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Out to Morant. Oh!
Yes! Yes! As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his. Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
And that one goes long.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or 2.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
No doubt what's on Tatum's mind when that pass is coming to him. He's got a scorer's mentality. If it's a clean look, he's going to let it fly.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. The Jazz making a switch here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Fader on the way. Stewart with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Gallinari leading the charge. Shoots it. That one doesn't go. And Utah the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Smith. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Smith up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stewart with the steal. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Jazz.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Smith with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And Caruso's got the ball here for Detroit. They trail by 3. Gallinari outside. From past the arc. Detroit, no good that time either.
In his 11th season already, Danilo Gallinari finally made it past the first round.
Greg, in those 2021 playoffs with Atlanta, Gallo put on a show, shooting 44% from 3 in the conference semis and finals, showing Danilo was made for prime time.
2 on the clock. Johnson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Pistons trailed by 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Covington with the steal. Pass to Smith. Trying to end the drought. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Pistons trailed by 3. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Murray with it. He's picked up by Morant. And there it is for him. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Given Murray's slight frame, you'd think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
And stolen by Tatum. Goes up. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Murray with it. 6 points for him. Outside, Smart. Left side, Bosch. Out to Turner. And here's Tatum for three. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Utah. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
JR with good size and explosiveness. When he attacks inside, he can get it done.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 5-point game. Bosch inside. A fadeaway. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Utah calls timeout. And Utah making a change here. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Morant. Oh!
That was nice.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Tatum on the wing. 11 points in the game. Lock at 6. The shot by Turner, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Stolen by Bosch. Got a piece of it. Inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Jazz leading by 5. Morant left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Smart. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
Here's Murray. 6 points for him. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
In the corner, Smith with it. Morant outside. 5 to shoot. And Morant throws it down.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Pass to Bosh. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Shot from the low block. Back to Tatum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And that's just good court awareness by Bosh, finding the open man for the easy one.
Morant right side. It's tipped. Morant with the steal. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Tatum's shot is off. Jazz leading by 8. It's Morant with the drop.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Murray outside. Tatum a screen. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
13 fouls.
Left side Bosh. Johnson with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jump. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Bosh can't get it to go. In transition, here come the Jazz. With 2 seconds left, can't get the layup. And so it's Utah. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific.
43.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pistons trailed by 12. Now here's Murray. And Bosh now top of the key. And the dunk by Bosh.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit with the rebound. And here is Tatum. Bosh in the post. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. Jazz making a switch here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by JR.
Robinson with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
To the paint. Now Smith. Back to Covington. Gallinari with the steal. Covington with the steal. And then Smith with the jam.
We don't always see a ton of this from JR. The sick handles on display. Nasty dribble move.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like this about Murray. He wants to challenge inside, inviting the defense to collapse on him.
Here's Morant.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Tatum draws the double. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Murray's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Here's Morant. That shot no good. Murray with the defensive effort. And Detroit has possession. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Morant. Driving the lane.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
And the shot goes down.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Smith outside. 8 away. Krills the three-pointer. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Bosh up on top. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
I think the mid-range game has been a go-to option for them in this game. And when it's working like it is for them, I see no reason to make a change.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And then Morant slams it in.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Jazz.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Morant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
You know how accurate JR is from 3. That's how relatively inaccurate he can be from the line sometimes.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Morant looking around. And it's sent back by Bosh.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosh positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Morant with it. So it's Utah with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the...
Flow rain was pouring down, see that pain was all around. See my mode was kinda lounge, didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still felt burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm everything like this. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work, even if I don't get paid for progression. I'ma get it. Everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like kinetic. Put it in a frame, better know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate. This ain't a prank. Have you walking on a plane? Both hands together, God, let me pray. I been going right around, call that relay. Pass the baton, back in the mall, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. When a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign. Can you please read between the lines? My rhymes inclined to break yo. That I'm so fine. You could never match my grind. Please do not waste my time. What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Novo negócio com mano recentemente solto. Mais preparado e mais bem cauteloso e mais alinhado que antes. Era um sedã vermelho, não piso no freio, não traga amassado. Coração acelerado e super... Imagine que tragédia. Eu não posso, vou ter que... Peço Deus que me perdoe, por isso mais duro pra casa eu não posso voltar. Não dificultar o ganho por bem ou por mal, eu vou ter que levar. Amassado, especialista eu não trago amassado. Se tá na lista eu não trago amassado. Busco no asfalto eu não trago amassado. Se adrenalina é o que move o coração. Eu sou mais preciso, eu te deixo chocado. Encomenda, encomendar, eu não trago amassado. Especialista eu não trago. Tá na lista eu não trago. No asfalto eu não trago. Adrenalina é o que move o. Eu sou mais preciso, eu te. Encomendar, eu não trago amassado. Igual a mesa de xadrez, o rei não vai pelo peão. Marco a peça na mão, eu posso com a estratégia. Como segurança que segue e vigia os meus passos na loja. Ele não importa, é igual a mim, foi... Rompe a dignidade, ele trouxe de volta. Ele tá na moda, ele muda um homem, o poder atrai tudo à sua volta. Ele é o que você mais precisa pra ter na mão aquela... Encosta, 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 encosta. Vou querer minha cota, enquadrei um... Amassado, especialista eu não trago amassado. Se tá na lista eu não trago amassado. Busco no asfalto eu não trago amassado. Se adrenalina é o que move o coração. Eu sou mais pre... Encomenda, encomendar, eu não trago amassado. Amassado, especialista eu não trago amassado. Se tá na lista eu não trago amassado. Busco no asfalto eu não trago amassado. Se adrenalina é o que move o coração. Eu sou mais preciso, eu te deixo chocado. Encomenda, encomendar, eu não trago amassado. caddy coops. I was broke, threw me an alley-oop. From Houston and drove it through Baton Rouge. You ain't never seen a pile of band stop. I'm in the spot, racks on garbage can shots with more. Cause who get more? Man got, I'm an old school. My morals come from the past. As long as I'm rich, I make the pump the gas. Call for it when I thought you least. Well, one I know you broke. I'm not none of them. You want the gas.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Here's McGrady. Pass to Nurkic. There's the three. The rebound by Bosch.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
Here's Bosch. And he buries his first look.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
Now here's Tatum. And he gets the bucket.
Now there's some thought that Jason Tatum has actually added a couple of inches to his height since he entered the league. Given that play, I believe it.
The rebound by Turner.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
It's stolen by Nurkic. Here we go, one-on-one. High arcing shot. McGrady shot is off. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And there's a pick. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Here's Bosch. That one's good for two.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's tipped. Tatum with a steal. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Wow, Miles Turner showing a bit of physicality and getting his teammates fired up with the hoop and the arm. All right.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Smart outside. Shot clock at 6. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And Jusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Dort with a steal. Markkanen outside. Pass to Williamson. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's McGrady. Williamson outside. This one for three. And once again off the mark by Orlando. .146 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
And here's Nurkic for three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Turner. Back to Tatum. There's a screen by Turner. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
Here's McGrady. The rebound by Bosch. .54 seconds left in the first. Outside Tatum. Over Williamson. And it's Tatum missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to McGrady. Driving to the basket. And he dunks it down.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
Tatum can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. The Pistons leading. Now here's Murray. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Launches it. That shot off. And so it's the Detroit Pistons leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible...
Magic 7.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
The Pistons on offense. Outside Gallinari. Outside Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Three-pointer Stewart. Rebound by the Magic. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Well, Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they're great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Gallinari. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do."
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Here's Cousins. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You know, I like this. Instead of trying to jack up the three, get the ball to Cousins for a high percentage look.
To the paint. Here's Gallinari. And finished off by Stewart.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Lets it fly. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Well, let's remember, at 6'10", Gallinari is a threat from that distance. My goodness.
Harris outside. Shoots over Gallinari. Not going to go that time. And Detroit will go the other way with it. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul of the game. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Bosch. And that one is hammered home.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And it's Green missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Boy, you look at Jalen Green, all the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. Pistons on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Back to Okogie. Beyond the arc.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Pass to Bosch. Turner with it. Here's Tatum. Okogie pulls down the board. And here are the Magic now, trailing by 13.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
That one misses.
At the line for the Magic.
Good on the second one.
Boy, Daniel Tice bided his time, was not a rotation player early, but this guy is smart, he's physical, he can play on the defensive end at a high level.
And here's Murray. Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Here comes the ball destroys. Hits the
Murray with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now Turner. Rebounded by Nurkic. And Doris for the Magic, seems like they are still developing.
Yes, B.A., there's no doubt they're still developing. Lots of youth on this roster. It's an organization that has not made it out of the first round of the playoffs since back in the 09-10 season. So much growth is needed. What you hope is the losing hasn't taken a toll on the culture.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Tatum. It doesn't go for him. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Nurkic. Takes the three. Here's McGrady. Offline with a three. And here are the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Tatum. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Tatum's got 9.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
The three is up. McGrady, shot is off. Here's Murray. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Down low. Orlando grabs the miss.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the three because you can't make enough twos to win. It's tough to defend the three, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
Soft touch off the glass. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass. Over in just the right amount of space.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. The Defensive Player of the Year in 2022, Doris, Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
Caruso misses. Fader on the way. Markkanen misses.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
To the left side wing. Left side Gallinari. Goes up on the baseline. The rebound by Markkanen. A challenging stretch for Orlando here. Here's McGrady. Give him 8. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Gallinari. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Now, there's always been a level of basketball intellect present with Danilo Gallinari. See it in the way he's able to draw fouls.
And he sinks the second. Here's Orlando. 17-point game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Stewart, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Team second.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Okogie. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons looking in total.
Magic 24.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And here is Green. Here he goes. And it's hammered home by Green.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Turner with it. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Here's Suggs. The offensive rebound.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Detroit. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Bosch. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
On the attack, Green. He can't get that one to fall. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The fadeaway. Bosch, no good. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
The kick to Tatum. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Pistons lead by 20.
This guy's so effective from downtown. Jason Tatum knows he has the green light. He's so comfortable from range.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
To the inside. And stolen by Markkanen. Harris misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, stolen by Harris. Markkanen from long range. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Left side, Tatum. Pass to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished Picked off by Tatum.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And here's Dort from deep. He can't get it to go. Outside Tatum. Here's Turner. Kicks it out to Smart. Turner inside. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 20.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Jason Tatum.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was a